But there you are, Vedi, the Kled coming through.
I feel like initial glances, I prefer G2's comp just a little bit more. The main reason being, we here at the LEC love to inform our viewers through statistics. Isn't that right, Drakos?
That is
so
true.
Let's have a quick look at some of the all-time head-to-head history between these two teams, including the Mad Lions organization. You can see that the head-to-head all-time in terms of series is somewhat one-sided.
Yes.
But so far this year,
hold that thought. Level 2 all in. This is the classic of the matchup. They're just going to fist fight for first blood for JoJo!
reason, it means that the damage coming through from the E is heavily mitigated, and he's able to find the outplay. JoJo kicks off this series with first blood.
And what we heard from the death from Goldberg, he trusts JoJo to contain Caps. This might be a different story. All in on the bottom side. Alvaro still stepping up with a blinking health bar. LeBron quickly going to backstep. Missing pings when JoJo Pune stepped up. They weren't quite sure where he had went, and they don't have information on Elyoya. Caps has to be careful, but there's Elyoya immediately flashing out. Stun is not going to connect. Nice backstep by JoJo. Caps now running him down. Ulti from Elyoya is a bit of a root, but they don't really have the damage to finish. Caps playing with confidence.
Reposition quickly.
Caps though moving into the bot river. Skumond is in the area as well. Looks like G2's not going to give this one up without a fight.
Supa has access to the flash. Alvaro maybe starting to retreat, but the hook didn't quite connect on the wall. Elyoya throwing his ulti down, but at most he can hope for a 50-50. Cassio blocking the path. Thank you for the leash, says G2, and now they want to keep the fight going. Knock from LeBron is there. He's going to be able to dash out just in the nick of the time. Elyoya, however, is not. The pullback on the feathers is perfect. Caps finding the stun on JoJo, who couldn't click fast enough. Fast flash coming out from Caps and MKOI. Now retreating. Kled on the way. Rumwarp's not taking anybody out. G2, it's at the end of the day, not a lot of people die, but they get the objective. They walk away, they get the kill on Elyoya, and they're feeling pretty good.
The arrival
to chase them down, but MKOI have to step away. You can see there, Hansama on the bottom of your screen in a fantastic position as well, Rob.
Root is there. JoJo Pune taking a lot of damage. The exhaust coming in just in time. The counter exhaust coming out, but the redemption, LeBron! Oh, the item just seems to match the moment perfectly as he's ticking this one off well, but Supa untouched for now. Hansama tries to back step, but he doesn't quite have the damage to finish with the feathers. Supa, one more auto, will not get it done. LeBron standing. Down goes Hansama, but it's 3 down. 2-4 the kill score. 1K gold lead in their favor. Elyoya trying to get something started on the bottom side. Broken Blade demounting, but with no one else there to do damage. He's taking his time. Stacking that Fury. Gromp body blocking a bit there as Mirwin maybe going to look for an angle, but he remounts, walks away. He's just unconcerned. Now it's JoJo who's in trouble. Cyclone coming down. LeBron looking for the chase forward, but Alvaro there to cover. Hook does connect on his Skumon. Knock up now onto LeBron. He's going to try to back away as JoJo's laying down a bit of damage with the clone and a quick retreat.
But the Caps has already got that turret in the top side thanks to the Rift Herald, so they're just going to try for a little bit more. JoJo needs to be careful. Knocked up, but I don't think G2 want to fall.
Mid lane as well, because I noticed Elyoya hovering around, threatening a dive onto Hansama, but Hans is going to respect it. Alvaro gets knocked up.
Supa. 3 autos. Stacking up the cultivation of Spirit. And now it might be Caps who's overstayed. Ulti only connecting on JoJo Pune. He's trying to burst down one before he gets taken out, but no, it's just Caps isolated on the top side, sticking around a bit too long.
Try and set up this basically front to back in the manner that they want.
Caps off to the side. Ulti coming in from Broken Blade. Supa backstepping, immediately ulting to make sure he has the extended dash. The TP back in. Skumon using the clone well, but it's Elyoya off to the side, focusing down Broken Blade. Full Q channel, lands onto Caps. Not too much damage. Mirwin now going to follow. Caps forced to flash out to safety. Excellent play coming in from Supa thus far. Autos connecting. LeBron going to look to peel. And Skumon goes in. The turn back from G2. Caps still standing. The Cassio ready to take this fight over because Alvaro is done and dusted. Barely living for an extra moment, but the monkey gets the job done. JoJo Pune sprinting, running for his life. But G2 in the meantime in the mid lane are still making the fight work as JoJo Pune's got nowhere left to go. The auto hits the ward, not the blast cone, but Mirwin manages to take one pass.
Chaos ensues in the mid lane as everything goes crazy. It's G2 that just barely comes out ahead in the fight, as it was a fight on 2 fronts. You've got JoJo attacking the flank of Broken Blade as Mirwin goes in for a skirmish with the carries of G2. Caps looked like that he was out of the fight right from the flank. JoJo is spotted on those wards, trying to navigate through the fog of war best he can. This Otacon is melting though, and Koi, the ulti from Elyoya comes out.
From Elyoya. LeBron isolated off to the side, but the Otacon is already gone. MKOI feel like they have to push for more. Supa already using the Transcend. But they don't get much. The ulti doesn't push them away. They're a bit too late to the play. Now they're trying to make something happen around Broken Blade, but the Otacon's already gone. G2 happy with it.
Doesn't look dramatically different. G2 have opened up that tower in the bot lane, making it easier for them to put pressure on the side lane. Securing all of those petals as well gives you a huge influx of stats. They're looking for a play on JoJo.
Fast play onto JoJo, immediate knockup. There's just nothing that he can do.
Skewmond and Lebrov once again. The team up that G2 fans have been looking for all year is coming into full. Instead, they'll turn their attention towards the mid-tier 1.
That is the Realm Warp gone. G2 now setting up position around the Baron. They have Cassio.
G2 didn't invest any. They were just happy to send Lebrov in, knew he had the dash away, cleanse to make sure even if he got locked up, he could escape off the back of it. And now G2 looking to set up.
Looking to turn back onto Mirwin. Super for now in a decent position to do damage, but has to respect the potential for Lebrov to just force the fight. Skewmon going in, immediately going to get exhausted. Mirwin going into zombie form. Hansama isolated with Super off to the side. They managed to zone him out of the fight. G2 with the quick 2 kills as they set their sights on Baron.
Just like that, G2 find the picks, and they'll get the Baron off the back of it. That might have just blown this game open for G2 entirely.
Hansama just goes God mode. He uses all of the resources that he's been given to full effect, and he melts through the front line. Mirwin doesn't stand a chance. The Baron now secured. G2 with full control over game 1.
One more out for Jojo, but is it going to take him far enough? As Skewmon is on the chase with the red buff. Lebrov here as well. Klez coming into Jojo. No room to play. No defensive item to save him or keep him standing. G2 grab another pick and continue to extend that lead.
Phase rush not quick enough to escape the Kled, and now G2 on this top side.
Expected to fall when you have this Baron this early, but G2's gold lead, again, we felt like they had a lead at 1K. They had more control over the game at 2K and an Otacon. Now they're at 9K. This lead feels nigh insurmountable, but there's the engage coming from Elyoya. Alvaro waiting off to the side, rooted, grounded, can't get anything going. Super trying to find those auto attacks, but again, cannot walk into that miasma. MKOI hold the line. They have the redemption, but they can't approach the double cannon minions. It's a slow siege from G2, but they will break open the base of MKOI.
The bot lane as well. The siege is continuing from Broken Blade. He has a wave that Mirwin is trying to stop, but now the rest of G2 have come to assist. Another tower is in their eyes.
Pull back from Broken Blade is good. D-Mount starts hitting the tower for a little bit of extra courage. Caps continuing to poke and prod. A reset now coming in from Broken Blade. Does not have access to the TP. Potentially an opportunity for MKOI to force a favorable fight. BB does have access to the ultimate, however, so they have to be careful about over-forcing.
I think G2 are just trying to keep MKOI in their base 20 seconds
Until
until
G2 win. They are not the rookie passengers of a veteran lineup. They are the ones making these plays happen.
Absolutely, and Hansi's going to be forced out from Mirwin. He's forced back. I mean, it feels like that MKOI have little that they can do. They're going to have to go for a Hail Mary play soon. The Maokai ultimate is up in a few seconds.
Herded back into the base. Flash forward from JoJP wants to get a bit more damage down, but Hansama is the one they need to worry about. Goes right back up into the sky. Will feel fine about that as they wrap around the Nexus to find the kills onto MKOI. Super though, the exhaust starting to fade away and still in a good position with the ulti, but his Cap's the other carry that he has to keep his eye on. It feels impossible for them to play this. They can't retreat to their base because Hansama is the bouncer to their own damn fountain in game 1. G2 took advantage, kept on pushing, and found first blood in the LEC Summer Finals.
it was slow until it really wasn't. G2 flick a switch and blow up MKOI in game number 1.
And all the way to the end, that jungle support held on to a perfect kill participation. Skewmon and Lebrov, they've showed up today.
Certainly have. What a way to start the series. Let's send it back over to the analyst desk.
G2 has reversed the narrative already, striking down Movistar Koi in their own house. As I welcome you back to the Marriott Bonvoy analyst desk.
Damage overall relatively low. Very heavy emphasis on this Sivir to get ahead. They really need to funnel these resources into Hans. On contrast, Koi's composition wants to play in a base can get a bit of an XP advantage because they find themselves solo early. As we see another nice trade coming out from Caps. Oh, now Elyoya.
Flash forward. 1, 2, waiting for 3, dash in 3, that's the wind becomes lightning. Caps now in trouble as Alvaro chases. Justice Punch not going to save him. They're donating the kill over to Jojo. First blood picked up once again.
Great timing from MKOI there.
Lead for MKOI. Dragon available. Flash
Caps.
in.
Flash forward, knows that flash is gone. The flag and drag to follow perfectly. Stacked CC there, but JoJo just a little bit of life. 100 as he's able to flash out.
And not enough damage. What?
Super first to move, but Hansama ready to match as well. So a lot of posturing around the red, but neither side wants to fully commit. Skewmon waiting over the wall. Can flag and drag. Alvaro looking to retreat. Flash in from Lebrov. Ulti coming in from Caps. Well layered. Elyoya now caught in the midst of the fight, but they don't quite have the damage to finish it. Jojo standing off on the side, but here comes Hansama. Right in time to find these kills. Elyoya sprinting, running for dear life, but he is stunned, locked down, and sent back second.
Movistar Koi thought they had the support of Supa to come and set up then for Caps and Skewmond. We're back to live and Boy Grubs contested.
2v3 on the top side, Supa immediately in a ghost. LeBron in trouble, only level 5 likely to fall. Supa happy to have the extra gold. The Ultra Shock laser over the wall, LeBron retreating to Hansama, but Hansama cannot keep him standing. Good side steps, but the movement not clean enough to stop the kill from going over. 2 grubs already down for MKOI, and they will lock down the third. And an absolute demon, of course, that made it easy for Hansama. A similar story to what we're seeing now, to really take over in so many of those fights. MKOI trying to hold on in the mid lane. We know what JoJo could do as we get later, but I feel like LeBron is not done yet. Play over the wall, knock back into the top. The follow-up is here, right on time. The shockwave, not enough. EpicSkillshot back to the tower. Caps has to flash out to safety, but it's just not nearly enough to get the kill.
The last time these two teams faced off, LeBron flashed underneath the tower and was outplayed by JoJo.
Instant reaction. Elyoya now trying to follow up on his Skewmond. Skewmond forced to flash backwards, but again, noxious. You can't bully him out of lane. The sustain just eventually whittles down Mirwin and forces him to respect the push that's coming out.
Overall, early game going away that G2 is happy with. And right now, Koi's just trying to buy time. We know that they've got good scaling on their side. Labrov caught out in the river.
Playing with fire here. They are going to force the flash out. He held on to his ultimate, though, so this might be a little bit over-eager from the side of Koi. Apparently not. Supa. Gigantic chunk of damage there coming in from the passive.
LeBron has been playing so confident in the river, but MKOI finally called the bluff, and now Caps out of position.
Alvaro ready to go over the wall. Instant shockwave to kick the fight off. Caps desperately trying to retreat. Justice punching. He's now looking to retreat. Alvaro, they didn't anticipate the backstep from the punch. Skewmond goes over the wall with Alvaro and finds another one back. It might be a disaster for Supa looking to follow up. Hansama on the way in. Knock up there. Caps cannot find a quick escape, and it's another kill. Donated to Zeri. Hand delivered. Supa waiting over the wall. The Ultra Shock laser, but Hansama continues the chase on Elyoya. It's an extended fight, but Skewmond once again looking to re-enter the fight. Hansama running. Elyoya gets another one, but Skewmond manages to fire back to Thunder Sky, keeping Elyoya healthy, but probably not healthy enough as Skewmond waiting for his cooldowns, ready to flag and drag in a little bit extra healing. The knock up there, Elyoya holding on for so damn long, but he can't sidestep everything, and it's a fist to the face from LeBron to lock him down.
The gloves are off. These teams are getting...
Man in the audience.
So we've got Trumpet Guy versus
MKOI Trumpets versus G2 Saxophone. Battle of the Brass, baby. Also, battle of this third Drake. MKOI with the better setup, but G2 with the mid lane prio, courtesy of that Herald. JoJo Pune caught out, isolated in the Cataclysm, and here comes Caps trying to get the job done. Redemption for a bit extra healing, keeps JoJo standing for an extra second, and Supa off to the side. The immediate turn from G2. They recognize one target's almost down. They want to go to the next. JoJo looks for far too long. The sidestep. JoJo's still alive. He forces the flash out from Skewmond. The chase down on the Caps is coming through now. It's Mirwin versus the world. Hansama isolated. All out goes Mirwin. The taunt might be enough for the flash through. The Q, the portal, keeps them standing. Mirwin wants to get one more kill on the Broken Blade, but in the meantime, Alvaro must back off. G2 with the kill advantage thus far. Broken Blade in the midst of 2. Wants to turn it back. Pull back coming in on the Q3. Broken Blade can't quite go back into the tunnel, or yes, he can. Dash forward from Elyoya. Wants to finish the kill. Knockup comes through. A bit of extra healing, a grass proc, but Elyoya's going to get the job done. G2 on the way out. It's a bloodbath.
It's a bloodbath, but the dragon was the thing that they wanted, and it's the dragon that
does have the gold lead, but seems hasn't quite found a good position to recall yet. Likely the expense of the IE also delaying that second item completion. Skewmond caught out. Caps now starting to move his way down. Initial damage coming through to Skewmond is good, and they manage to take the jungler down. Shutdown is crucial for JoJo. Otacon is up. MKOI wants the tower to protect him, but he does have a support as Alvaro's hovering in the darkness.
Oh, TP flank coming in.
G2 looking to collapse in the side lane. Labrov kicking things off, but he didn't quite know Alvaro is in the area. Exhaust there. Broken Blade looking to fall, but JoJo Pune's already on the way out. Elyoya in the meantime fighting the 2v1. A lot of damage going down into Alvaro, but an instant combo to come through. Supa with an ulti to follow. Skewmond waiting over the wall, but the fight's already done. Broken Blade goes down, comes right back up. Wants nothing to do with this one, but it's Supa sliding and gliding over the wall, and a double kill for Jose Pune himself.
A beautiful 3-man shockwave comes.
G2, they want to go for broke. If at first you don't succeed, try again. They're falling behind. They know they'll lose control over the objective, so they want to make another play happen. Supa isolated. Don't want to let him get to the wall, but Elyoya is there to cover, to try to protect. Skewmond now going to flash in. Interrupt tries to come through Elyoya, but that's the shutdown. That might be enough. Mirwin waiting off to the side. Wants to get on top of Hansama. Has a bit extra range, and it's Alvaro to handle her, but Caps is coming in with the knockup to keep his 80 carry standing. Hansama holding on for dear life, and it's G2 in the rinse and repeat in round 2 who find the fight advantage.
How the hell did G2 just find it back? MKOI looked like they were about to take everything, but G2 with the teleports will get the picks and the use that to fish for picks, because again, I think if MKOI just step up in a 5v5, they should have a decent spot, but you can see here, they just don't have the control over the map to force their way in towards the dragon.
He can be the man for Koi. Alvaro right now working very closely alongside him to make sure that he is safe. They're contesting this vision.
Ulti immediately trying to force more out from Super. They get the flash, but LeBron is already raining on the wall, and down goes Super! What?
G2 were baiting it for so long. They managed to find the pick, and MKOI. That's disaster.
We saw it in game 1, we see it again. G2 punishing MKOI when they try to reclaim vision. G2 now fully descending into the base. They might not even need to wait for the soul to spawn. Mirwan looking for the pushback. Interrupt coming in from Caps, trying to keep Skewmon standing. It'll at least be one inhibitor down. 1 minute till the Baron, and they've got perfect setup now on the top side.
That may be one of the most poignant caster curses.
The luxury of G2 securing 3 Drakes is they can threaten the Soul and the Baron. 30 seconds still on that Drake. MKOI moving in. Blue Trinket reveals it. Lebrov, a massive flank.
Oh, the ward just died.
Around the corner. The ward goes down. They finally see Lebrov. It might be too late, but G2 turn off the objective. They're not sure. It's a bit of a split decision. They turn right back onto the Baron. 1K getting lower. G2 have taken the objective. They've taken the Baron. They're second of the game. And MKOI now retreated. Lebrov trying to herd them down, find the angle for the multi-man knockup. Exhaust goes in onto Caps. Skewmon kicks the fight off. Elioya standing Zuba off to the backside for now. Untouched. Lebrov trying to find the angle, but Jojopyun cleverly slows him, stops the initial approach.
Lebrov alone is just putting so much pressure on Koi. They can't make a decision.
Mirwan unstoppable now. Q3 ready to go. Footwork keeping him steady as Hansama now opening up, doing a decent bit of damage. Jojopyun off to the side, isolating Lebrov. That's the ulti down. Exhaust on a Jojopyun as well. The double knockup. Do they have the damage? Finishes Orianna. Flash over the wall. Skewmon now looking to follow. Jojopyun ready with the sidestep. The flag, the dragon's not going to connect. In the meantime, the dragon is going down at soul point, but G2, if they find this kill, and they will, are in a good position in the bottom side.
Mirwan killed Caps in the mid lane though, so you're still getting those trades back and forth as everyone on G2 is focused.
Will we make it there as G2 still have at least 2 waves to play on? You're waiting in the darkness, but G2 are as well. Supa has to be careful not to step too far forward. Skewmon and Lebrov also on the way in. Decent damage now onto Mirwan. TP coming through as well. Jojopyun about to come to the party. Lebrov, will he go over the wall as well? You're trying to burn down Caps. TP response coming in from G2. Broken Blade on the way in. Alvaro's engage goes completely wide. And it's Hansama isolated with Jojopyun. The shockwave is not going to connect. It's Hansama! Solo taking out Jojo! Solo diving the backline! Winning the fight for G2!
G2 find the plays that they need in the side lanes, and they pick off MKOI to bring the game back from the brink.
Beautiful positioning from Hansama to clean up the fight, to do the damage, and to put G2 on match point.
And Hansama might just be him. G2 keeping the pressure up. Elioya last lonely stand as he will fall as well. The GA buying him but a brief moment. It is match point in Madrid for G2 Esports.
Questions of confidence are quickly being answered. Skewmon with a 9-1-10 Jarvan game. I was worried about the damage, but the decision-making from G2, the punishes that they found on Koi was what brought them back into this game. And now they find themselves 2-0 up in the series.
There was a question as to who would be beaten 3 times today. It looks like it's going to be MKOI as they find themselves in the brink. A reverse sweep needed to keep the spring champion defended. Or can finally G2 find their win?
Cess is the option. Remember last time he had the opportunity to counterpick. He went with Renekton. He got solo killed. It did not work out. This is another option for him overall. And hey, we've been trying to answer the question, who is the daddy of
a long time? Oh, I have to stand corrected. Elioya is looking to fight back here, and here comes Alvaro. Lebrov looking to assist. No smite available for Elioya though.
And a little bit of damage back onto Skewmon. Sky Splitter, a really long cooldown, but it's going to hit Alvaro at the very least. A little extra damage coming in from Lebrov. A few more autos. Absolute fist fight. We're 2:18 in. It's the 2v2 battle for this red buff. Elioya buying a bit more time for his smite. Skewmon's is available, but he's only level 1. If he misses this smite, it'll be a disaster. Super and Hansama on the way as well. Sky Splitter means Skewmon manages to grab the red buff, and that means Elioya's probably just a dead man walking. First blood. Absolute disaster. 2 minutes in.
It's game 3. MKOI needed to win, and they've just given across 2 kills.
Easy haymaker into the face breaker.
The problem for this as well is that, oh, actually Jojo.
Root likely to connect, but now pushing up in onto Caps. Caps hitting a threaded volley reasonably well, but Jojopyun still has the advantage in terms of health. Lebrov, the flash now coming out. Well played by Jojo. Flash back in response. Alvaro there to try to back him up, but just a flash for flash trade.
I really do love the way that Jojo doesn't retreat in the face of danger. He just goes forward, forcing the flash out from Caps early. He is forced to use his flash as well, but very well played by him. He still catches this wave thanks to Alvaro being in the area. They're trying to interrupt the base on Caps, and they're going to get it.
Decent damage going in. Tangle barbs don't quite connect. Now it's Alvaro who's going to be one. That's not good. Scuma's also taking a drink.
We're going to need a replay.
That's actually very bad.
We're going to need a replay on that one. Was not here we go.
Okay.
So we know that Alvaro wanted to interrupt the base, but I mean, this is so disrespectful in the face of Lebrov. We know that he's going to have the root coming back up. There it is. Jojo in this situation says, okay, I've got to try and at the very least get 1-for-1. The stun comes through, does end up trading 1-for-1, but the wave is now in an awkward
some of that gold to go towards Caps in that mid lane.
I mean, the any % redemption speed run is a thing to watch, but I thought we were in the LEC finals. Now Skewmon might be forced back. Nice knockback to the wall. Good follow-up CC there. Jojo Pyun going to try to finish the kill. Skewmon's just got nowhere to go. He's too damn squishy. Jojo Pyun grabs that one.
These are the type of punishes that KOI need to find, and it's great. Still in a decent position, even if they find themselves at a gold deficit for now. Elyoya on the flank.
Thinks he has the isolated 1v1 90 caliber net, though. Takes him out as well as the Ghost, and now he just continues to step up. Wall set down. Super going to get on the right side of it. It's Elyoya who now has to be careful. Level 7, will his ulti come out? The flash, the sidestep flash coming out as well. The root now locked down. The trap to come through. Hansama grabs it.
And it's an easy pickup for G2 as they punish the gank from Elyoya. They get the flash out from him as well. Nice collapse comes through from Caps as he sets up the play on the bot side, and this is exactly what you need to be doing on this Taliyah.
And this is exactly what you need to be doing into the pick of a Kai'Sa. The long range on the Caitlyn, punishing in the 2v2, now getting the plays with the teammates as well as Jojo wants to get something back. Good side steps, really putting the hurt onto Caps there.
Starting to feel like the lone source of hope.
Just yet for KOI. I think that they still have solid side lane threats thanks to both Jojo and the Azir.
You can see the fans of MKOI looking to rally their supporters. The players definitely need that energy now.
And this is where the resets come through. Hansama, Yuntal is now completed, going to enter up to mid, but hold on.
Alvaro gets hit by the flick. Threaded volley continues to come out. Oh, the big one. The extra large rock to finish the kill. G2 again just keeping this pressure up. Jojo Pyun doing what he can, but it's just not enough.
An uncharacteristic performance from Alvaro. We've seen him getting caught out.
Not where you necessarily expect to see it, but again, a potential 300 extra gold for MKOI to help shift things back in their favor. Jojo still feeling confident in the 1v1, but a nice flick from Caps might change that. Skewmon on the way in as well. Ulti coming in, the ace in the hole, decent damage, and Caps is now on the chase. Redemption coming out as well, and down goes Jojo Pyun, and that's, I guess, why you give money to the Karma. This majority of the CC, when MKOI are behind like this, is so telegraphed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult for MKOI to try and stop it as Jojo going to get chased down now.
Jojo setting up the tower. Showstopper comes out. Jojo Pyun caught out. Flash back. It's a nice look at a little escape. Sidestep on the threaded volley. It's just not enough.
And G2 are playing both sides of the map. They get the play on top. Dragon being taken.
G2 are just disgustingly far ahead. It might come down to a 50-50, however.
No, Mirren's TP'd away. MKOI want nothing to do with this. It's going to be the third Dragon gone to G2, and that'll be that.
That it will. Despair starts to set in. MKOI again, they need
tenacity once more. They've showed it before. They've showed us what they're capable of, and I turn my attention to that man in the mid lane, Jojo. Super with some nice trades.
Root coming out. Alvaro doing his best to but Skewmon just goes right in there. Super now running for his life. Skewmon has overstayed. So we'll start to retreat. MKOI holding on for now. That he has not. They did get through the Sky Splitter shield, though, and that is a start.
But they're going to need quite a few more items. They need to buy time. The thing is, G2 don't need to give it to them. They're setting up around the Otacon. You'll notice Caps already rotating towards the mid lane. Broken Blade looking for Jojo.
Forced to flash back as Elyoya was ready with the ult. The Sun Disc helping MKOI take a bit more control here. Bounty available on the Otacon if they can steal it. Mirren walking down, but he has been spotted. Good vision from G2. Hansama trapping the pit, and MKOI trying to find a way to fight along the bottom lane. Caps now going in, kicking off the fight. Super waiting over the wall, but he doesn't have a good angle in. Skewmon relatively untouched. Jojo Pyun instantly retreating, as is Elyoya. All of MKOI in free fall. Reset on the Otacon, but not quite. It's still only 7K. MKOI don't have a way back in. It's likely just going to G2.
The zone control with the traps, the Taliyah wall, Lebrov on the Karma with the poke. It feels so difficult for KOI to really gain anything.
Yeah, I'm sure he gets.
Here we go, Elyoya.
Elyoya Bit of a catch here onto Broken Blade. Have to be careful. A lot of grit stacked up. Ulti back from Broken Blade. Gets the grit down. Decent damage, but it looks like he is likely to fall. The Super Blast Cone! But Super there to follow. A shutdown. Perhaps the start of something for MKOI.
They need to get everything they can, but look at the mid.
It's something for MKOI. Getting that gold into Super's pockets, denying the soul away from G2, getting the bounty on the bot tower as well. Like, it's a good sequence of play to reduce that gold gap. It was a 6.5k gold difference. It's reduced to 4.2.
Oh, they stuck around again, Vedi.
Jojo wants extra.
Yeah,
but now he's been spotted.
He doesn't have TP.
Does not have TP. This is looking like he's going to be done. LeBron shepherding him for Skumon to finish the job. Hansama likely to be donated the kills. He does have the ace in the hole available. Jojopyun going in for a bit of tower damage. Push back onto Skumon, but he knows it's done. Ace in the hole finishes it. Hansama on a killing spree. Again, though, set up no flanking ward angles.
And here we go, the moment of truth.
It's so hard. This game feels impossible to play if you give this Baron up. They have a Caitlyn. Weathering the siege will be a tall task. Jojopyun has to face check. 2K getting lower. G2 take the Baron. MKOI trying to sprint out as quickly as they can. Jojopyun, the ace in the hole. Elio is going to body bot. Quick flash back from Jojo to stay standing as G2 just keep the pressure on.
A clean Baron with Koi. If they're going to overstack on the bot wave, they have the members to keep this wave from getting to the tower, or maybe not.
Weaver's Wall comes in from Caps. Keeps Hansama safe so we can start to auto this tower. So much damage going in as Elio flashes in. Ulti back coming in from Broken Blade, though, and it's Elio who's been caught out. Alvaro! 4 members, but the follow-up damage is just not there. He finally found the engage, but it's too damn late. MKOI getting run down in their base. G2 again unrelenting, poised to take the series.
G2 still have a wave, and there's only 3 members of MKOI left to hold against the onslaught.
G2 pushing in, closing out. Supa not enough in the face of this lineup with a 10k gold lead. A perfect 3-0 in 2 finals. They fell flat, but in summer, it is resilience. It is redemption as G2 return to the top of the LEC. For LEC has all about who shows up when it matters most. Today, that was G2 Esports.